My name's Steve Kisiel. My wife Lucia and I have lived out here for over 20 years in Cochise County. So when my wife and I first started looking out here, we did some investigating with the water situation, and we thought we were in a good situation when we moved here with the groundwater, because back at the time we looked here, we were close to a sustainable level of water use out here in this valley. What's really kind of gotten a lot of people, not just myself, engaged in the water situation out here now is over the last 20 and particularly over the last 10 years, less than 10 years, we've seen tremendous growth in agricultural activity. We've also seen some other industrial type agriculture operations come into the valley. A lot of it's out-of-state money. You know, I've always lived in cities where you had municipal water supply. You turn on the tap, you expect the water to come out, and if it doesn't, you know, you think, okay, the city must have shut the water off somewhere, they're fixing something. You call the city or find out, you know, it's not, you don't panic. But out here, you turn the water on and nothing comes out, you panic. And when your next door neighbor you're sharing a well comes down right after you, you know, it's immediate and it's urgent. And that happened to us about 2014. It turned out our well was pulling a lot of silt and dirt. And in the summer when they're running their pumps 24/7 all summer long, that creates a cone of depression. That was pulling the water down near our pump. And so we were going dry in the summer. And it was ruining our pump and all. So we had to deepen our well. And that's only after 15 years of use of that well. And that well was drilled to a very adequate depth with well over 100 feet of water between where the pump was and where the water table started. So between my neighbor and I, we had a fairly large investment to deepen the well and to put in a new pump because the pump was ruined. And started thinking about it, and then realized when they drilled the new well that our water level had gone down 85 feet in about 15 years. So that's over 5 feet a year. And that alarmed me. When you look at what I use here, you know, I use probably, let's say, roughly 75,000 gallons of water a year. So let's just say, give a round number, 100 gallons a day. The one field next to me in a 24-hour period can use close to 1 million gallons of water. Yeah, I think what we're seeing here in this valley right now is a real shift in the overall nature of the agriculture that's going on here. We've seen a shift towards much larger scale operations. The Riverview Dairy situation is one great example. We're talking, you know, a dairy that was a few thousand cows. Now we're talking 150,000. I mean, that's huge. And we're talking about growth that's happening overnight, and the kind of money we're talking about, many of the local farmers here never imagined having that kind of money. They're drilling wells deeper than we've ever seen before. You know, we've had wells over 2,000 feet, 2,500 feet, I believe is the deepest so far. That was unheard of 5-10 years ago. The deepest would be 1,200 feet maybe. Almost every agricultural well that goes in now is well over 1,000 feet. And many are 1,500 to 2,000 feet. I have hope. Hopefully it'll work out. It has to. I mean, it really has to. And it's not just here. I mean, this is across the state. This is across the Southwest, all the Southwest. So we all have to come together as a country, as a region, as a state, as local communities to figure this out.